Good afternoon, boys, girls, and MBs. My name is Alec Gunter. Sorry, I forgot my entire intro. Of all shapes, sizes, colors, and orientations, my name is Alec Gunter. Welcome to the stream. I knew something felt off there. Holy crap. It's been too long. It's been too long. Hello, everybody. I'm back. I'm back. I returned from the ether. I took a little more time off than I meant to. So, welcome to my stream. I've done this before. I can do it again. Thank you. On the arrow to the knee. Thank you. Yeah. The ball and chain, as it were. The old ball and chain, you know? Took an arrow to the knee. I had some people get mad at me for referring to it as that. And I'm just like, take a chill pill. I'm just kidding. I'm just joshing. It's different than if like a boomer were to say it. Great choice of music. Thank you. I love how you can kind of tell in Sonic Adventure 2's music when the level, like the music is so catered toward each character. It's fantastic. Like you could tell the last song was Tails' level, and then anytime it gets like the pace picks up. This is a boss battle. I'm not actually as fond of this one. I might get rid of it. But anytime it's like Sonic's level, like the pace picks up immensely, and like it's like and then you know, it slows down a little bit for Tails, but then it's like more jumpy and hoppy. I don't know, it's really cool. Yeah, it's of course it's a joke. Yeah, I'm just joshing. All right, I do actually have to end stream a little early today, a little earlier than I would normally. I have to talk to somebody about somebody that I'm hoping will be coming on stream soon. So I'm not going to waste too much time here. We're going to get into the segments relatively quickly today. I like giving people a chance to kind of come in. Already? What already? What? What? That's convenient because I need to head out in 4 hours. Yeah, there's somebody that I would like to bring on. I'm sorry. I know. I just got back, and it's like, well, you know, yeah, I'm not ending stream now. I could, but yeah, I guess a couple of updates. I'm married now, so I got my ring here. It is blue opal. It's like a specific type of blue opal that I can't remember the name of, and rose gold and wood, and I can't remember what type of wood. So, yeah, me and Katie picked it out together. It's beautiful. Looks sick, thank you. It's a beautiful ring. But yeah, so that's happening now. Not much has changed. We're still doing our thing. I might hop on our insurance, but other than that, you know, not much is going to be different. I'm going to try to get my life together a little bit and prepare to think about like my future a little bit more. So I'm gonna be actually meant to do that today, and I didn't do that. Call my school to get back into school starting in January. I guess I'll do it Friday when I'm off work. But I do plan to start back school in January to get my practitioner license finally. I only have 1 year left. I just got to get it done. Just, you know, a lot of money and a lot of time and a lot of effort, so gotta knock that out, and then I'll finally be a psychiatric nurse practitioner, and I can prescribe L-Druggos. It'd be pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, schoolers in chat, yeah. Sorry if I'm a little low energy today. I did just recently change up my medications again. So I'm trying Auvelity, which is basically just Wellbutrin with Robitussin. But yeah, we'll see how it works. I got off of the Abilify because it was giving me brain fog, and I felt like it was actually impacting my content quite a bit. Because like I would go through. For one thing, I was like really low confident, and like I had really low confidence in my content. I didn't think it was very good, and I think there was some credence to that because I would kind of like not follow what people were saying during the content. And I feel like I'm a little bit more clear-headed now that I'm off the Abilify. And we're gonna see, I just took my first dose of Auvelity today, so we'll see how that goes. I call my hubby my old man. I get away with it because he's 10 years older than me and over 60. Nice. What would you prescribe McDonald Trump? Probably, what's the one? Depakote? Probably Depakote. I'd have to see it first, but you know. I have a lot of work to do before I can prescribe drugs. So, it'll be a process, but I'll get there. I study English philology. Want to become a translator? That's pretty cool. Never have enough translators. All right, like I said, we're gonna get straight into it, so I hope you're ready for some juice. We're gonna start off with the Tim Pool thing. I don't really know what's going on with it. I just have a video pulled up, so we'll go over it. Here, let me actually pull up his live stream.
Reported
Timcast.
Reported crime is down.
That is not Timcast. Where's Timcast? Timcast IRL. Tim Pool quitting. Okay. So, we have some breaking news. Apparently, Tim Pool, well-beloved centrist on YouTube, known for his fair and balanced commentary on giving both sides of the issue, as always, right? May be leaving YouTube, as indicated by this latest stream title called "This May Be the Last Timcast IRL." I don't know what's going on with this. I literally just found out about it today. I'm not going to go over the entire 2-hour Timcast, obviously, so I'm not even going to bother trying to jump through it. There are people who have gone through it, and I think this person, where is it at? There you are. I think this person probably pulled a pretty good 3-minute, 30-second clip about why this is happening, what's actually going on. I don't know if Tim Pool is just doing this for clout, to try to bring more eyes to him because he feels like he's getting irrelevant now. I have no idea. So we'll just watch this 3-minute, 30-second clip, see what's going on, and see what I have to say about it.
The show is over. But yeah, I think this might be the end. We are well off.
Oh man, is this going to be a joke thing? I thought it was just going to be like a straight clip.
It's not a financial thing. We make a lot of money. But piece by piece, the structure becomes...
I have no idea if this music's copyright. Hold on, let me see if I can find a better clip real quick. There's a 40-second clip.
Yeah, I think this might...
Okay, here we go. Simple crashes out live on air and quits his own show while blaming his staff for his failures. Let's go.
But yeah, I think this might be the end.
Okay, it's the exact same thing, except it's got even more annoying text over it. I'll just go back to the original and just pray that it's not copyrighted music.
It's bigger and bigger and bigger until it becomes impossible to manage. You know, I would never call out anybody personally or individually. I would just say that, compounding, I don't know, laziness.
Yeah.
Yeah, that builds up over time, which adds more and more workload to, me and Allison to get to the point where we're just can't do it. We do really.
So wait, is he saying that he's lazy or that his employees are lazy? He would never call himself lazy, right? Like he's calling his employees lazy.
Well. And, you know, the problem is, without a proper CEO.
Wait, did he drop out of middle school and never went back? That's crazy.
Who isn't hosting the show, it's not possible. Like, I think we have like 30-something employees. And so, you know, the conversations I've had with family is like, I am under no illusions that I have the capability to make this company what it could be. And I hear all these things, no, Tim, you're wrong. Oh, come on. We've been trying to get a coffee shop open for 2 years. Yeah. Clearly, I cannot do it. I skateboard every day. Yeah, if we can't make cameras and a computer work, and despite all the previous failures we've had, there's not a single person here who can make sure that either the studio's
Okay, it's a violin cover of a song, so I think it's fine.
Operating, or secondary studios operating. We've gotten to a point in the company where everyone's kind of just...
Isn't Tim Pool a poser? Isn't he? I'm pretty sure, yeah. Like, he doesn't actually know how to skateboard. Maybe he does a little bit. I have to imagine he at least knows something about skateboarding, given the fact that he has an indoor skate park in his house, his McMansion.
Kicked their feet up and said, I'm doing what I need to be doing.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me go back.
Or secondary studios operating. We've gotten to a point in the company where everyone's kind of just kicked their feet up and said, I'm doing what I need to be doing.
Yeah. Maybe if it were a co-op, you know what I mean? Like, maybe if it weren't like you being the boss and your employees being your employees and you guys' interest being diametrically opposed to one another, because their interest, the way that they make the most amount of their money, and I've heard that people have theorized about this before, you know, I'm not a genius here, but I'm just throwing this idea out there that their interest is to work the least amount possible for the most amount of money possible. All right. And your interest is to work them as hard as possible and pay them the least amount possible. So I'm just thinking, you know, like maybe there's a conflict of interest there. Or no, that'd be the incorrect term, conflict of interest. There are conflicting interests, I should say.
Yeah. And then that just means I'm Sisyphus pushing the rock up. The problem is people are
He's Sisyphus.
We have this awesome property.
Just like
we
Sisyphus.
have skate parks. We have Willy Wonka's candy factory or whatever, chocolate factory. Why can't we get people to just do something? Again, like not calling anybody. I don't want to insult anyone directly.
What does having a skate park and like a Willy Wonka's chocolate factory have anything, like how does that have anything to do with getting your workers to work? You know? Yeah, he's just like Sisyphus. He's the guy pushing. It's not like, you know, the people that he employs. I would be curious to know how much he actually pays his employees and how much work they're expected to do. How much you guys want to bet we're going to get some nasty leaks, you know, because we got some from Steven Crowder's employees. So, you know, who's to say?
Correctly, but it's just...
That's just speculation.
Seeing someone stand around, do nothing. And then so the challenge is, in order to make this show operate, I have to work what is effectively 16 hours a day. So I haven't had it's fair to say, weekday sunset in 4 years. You know, like just through the window or something, or now that we're in the new studio, there's no windows at all. Wow, what if I finished work at a normal time like everybody else and just, I don't know, hopped in the car and went down to the river and looked at frogs?
Yeah.
If I show up in the morning and I do my morning show, I get to give a portion of the work that I do to them.
Do you guys know why I do this show? It's a couple of things, but like the main reason is that I just like doing it. You know, I just like to come on into the camera, be in front of the camera, talk to you guys and goof on people like Tim, like my evil twin brother here, right? Like that's why I do it. Like if I could do this 16 hours a day, you know, and be able to reasonably sustain myself off of that and do it like, I don't know, about 4 days a week. 16 hours is a lot, but you know, like, let's say like 4 12-hour days. I think that's reasonable. I would totally do that. Like that would be a dream for me. Okay. Like, I feel like he's just bitching and moaning about something that he should enjoy doing. You know, it's weird. It's weird.
So that they can try and make something work. And, you know, I know they're trying as hard as they can. and some more successful than others, but it just becomes too burdensome to the point where unless they get off the ground and are able to maintain and manage themselves and make money, we can't do it anymore. There's a degree.
Who is he referring to when he says they?
And, I know they're trying as hard as they can.
When he says they're trying as hard as they can.
I get to give a portion of the work that I do to them so that they can try and make something work. And
his employees?
I know they're trying as hard as they
Hello,
can.
Chad.
And some more successful than others, but it just becomes too burdensome to the point where unless they get off the ground and are able to maintain and manage themselves and make money, we can't do it anymore. There's a degree of staff required to run a show like this, and it's, yeah, I'm gonna work 16 hours every single day to the bone and figuratively say I get no weekday sunsets so that someone else can be like, I ain't gonna fix it. And there are a lot of people here who are willing to do a lot more and go above and beyond. Like Raymond's sitting right here.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, yeah, you should sit in this one. And then there are a lot of people that are like, when can I put the knife in Tim's bag? I can keep doing my morning show, there's no issue.
Oh my God, dude. Dude, he's such a little bitch. Shut up.
Yeah. I require 0 employees to do that. So I kind of feel like I shouldn't get paid less for, like, so I'll give you.
What do you mean get paid less? All of the money that you make is yours to decide what to do with. Like, that's like you're generating that income with your show, and you are the sole arbiter of what happens to said money. Okay, the only thing that's forcing you to pay your employees is the law. Like, you could fire them, right? Like, you could just not pay them. You like, I guess that's why he's ending the show, right? Because like he says, like he's saying he doesn't want to pay his employees anymore because he feels like they're not doing enough. So, I don't know. It just feels like a lot of bitching.
Some stories. We've had instances of people who work here leaking private information to far leftists who are harassing and stalking us.
Oh, good.
Yeah. We've had instances of people stealing equipment, getting caught on camera.
Okay, again, if your employees were more invested in your project, maybe they wouldn't feel compelled to do that. I'm just throwing that out there. I do also want to look real quick at Majority Report replied with a clip, and I want to see what that's all about.
Guys, I'll be completely honest. If the show got banned right now, it'd be a huge weight off my shoulders. I don't make money from the show. It's really stressful. I work 16-hour days. I could work 8-hour days and then skate the rest of the day and still be rich. And this is extremely difficult.
Quit.
People get mad that we don't tell them all the details. Why? We can still get a strike. We can get a strike right now, even though the show's been.
Also, I'm pretty sure that's a lie, given all the money that he got from Russia. But then again, I don't know. I don't know his life, so But I feel like given all the money that he got from Russia, allegedly, it's actually quite profitable for him.
And delete, doesn't matter. I can get a call right now from Google and says, we don't care what you did, we're banning you.
Maybe you should manage his finances
I'm desperately struggling to navigate censorship waters so a show can exist that will have a positive outcome that resists things like vaccine mandates, rushed vaccines, whatever your argument is. It can help push back against things like open borders, the dissolution of our community, and kids getting their balls chopped off. But you can't just do that by being an ogreish retard who runs full speed at YouTube's gates, screaming, fuck you, over and over again. Guys.
Jeez. Well, okay then. Try running a business. You will understand where he's coming from. Yeah, I'm sure it is hard to run a business. You know what's harder? Being an employee of that business. Okay? Like, I just don't have that much sympathy for a business owner who is struggling to make ends meet, because you know what you can do? Just dissolve the business and go become a worker again. Just go be a worker again, go work a gas station. Okay? Easy, right? It's so hard running a business. Okay, go be a worker. Like, I just have no sympathy. So hopefully his show does end. I'd really love to see that. It'd be really funny. So, I don't know. That's all I have to say about it. It is. It happens to intersex kids. True. I should have said that. But if it ends, it's less content for you. I don't really content farm him very much. So I wouldn't lose that much. There's no shortage. First of all, right? Yes, like Lady Nova saying, there will always be content. So first of all, there will always be content. Second off, he's got 2.15 million subscribers, and he has brainwashed his audience into believing all kinds of nonsense. So like, given my, my, and I know you're joking a little bit, but like, I just want to clarify, given my beliefs and my axioms, I guess, I don't know, I would be a lot happier to see him go and lose that little bit of content that I could pull from him than for him to stay. Because what am I doing here if not, like, you know, trying to fight against people like Tim Pool? If he takes down his show, that's a win for us. That's a W. Some business owners, but all, I don't know. Listen, I'm not saying that business owners are bad. I'm just saying, like, and I'm not saying it's easy to run a business. I'm saying if it's so hard to run a business, go be a worker again. The entire reason that people try to start and run their own businesses in the first place is to escape that, is to escape the labor market, okay? Escape the position of being a laborer. You get to be the owner now. You get to make the decisions, call the shots, even if it's harder. Even if it is harder, okay? Let's say that it is harder. You're still the one in charge. You have more freedom. You are seeking freedom by becoming a business owner. Okay? Even if you lose some freedoms in the process, the ultimate freedom that you end up gaining is worth the cost more often than not. Now, this country also makes it very difficult for small business owners to get started, and that results in monopolization of certain industries, blah, blah, blah. I get it. You know, I'm not saying that small business owners are like bad people, but, you know, they are trying to escape being a laborer. So if it's that hard, just go be a worker again. I just don't have as much sympathy for business owners, no matter how small the business owner is. Yeah, it's much easier to just choose to be an employee again than to choose to be the employer. I'd hope someone would be nice, but yeah, they usually are kind of mean. Well, they have to be. That's the market. They have to be. That's the free market at work. They cannot care about their employees even if they want to. That's why capitalism as a system, this is why, I always forget his name. Who's the guy from the Majority Report who died? I always forget his name. And I feel bad about it, but I didn't know him very well. Like, I only started watching the Majority Report in the last couple of years. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of it, though. But he had this quote. Michael Brooks, thank you. He had this quote that says, I don't know if he came up with it, but I attribute it to him. Be ruthless to systems, be kind to people, or something like that. Okay? So I would be kind to a business owner, and I can understand the plight that some business owners have, and I can even understand the plight of rich people. You know? Like, there are challenges when it comes to having more money than God. One of those challenges is being able to connect to other human beings. You know? Like, you don't know if somebody is trying to get close to you legitimately or if they're only doing it for your money. That is a legitimate struggle that rich people have. Capitalism, the dismantling of capitalism would benefit all of us. Okay? I'm not saying I feel bad for rich people. I'm not saying that, like, you know, they deserve your pity, but they kind of do deserve a little bit of pity in that regard, right? Just in that regard. I'm not saying it's as bad as like some starving cancer patient in Africa who can't pay for their treatments, but, you know, they do have some struggles, and it would be resolved if we were to dismantle capitalism. It would be a net gain for everybody. Hey, Guitar Rocker. I was just at the gym, actually. I didn't do a whole lot, but I did some, and that's enough. Okay, moving right along.
And
Let's see. We got a video from a guy called the
did
Body
you know that in
Language
this
Guy.
channel
So recently, our boy Donald Trump just became Ronald McDonald Trump. He decided he was going to work the fryer, I suppose, at McDonald's. And I got a little video pulled up here just to give you guys a little, just a little sample of what's going on over there. So let's take a look at Ronald McDonald Trump. He's getting instructions on how to man the fryer.
Take a step back, sir. And then pull. Exactly. And we're going to hook it right onto there. Shake a little bit. No, you don't got to shake it. Just hook it right onto there. And then we're going to
Don't burn yourself.
towards the sky. So that way get rid of the oil. Yep. Bring it over. And then that's good. We're going to bring them over directly to this one. Very good.
Okay.
Grab one.
Hey, we got it.
See if you can touch that sucker. I don't think so.
Then we're going to bring that basket far right, all the way over to the right, and hang it right up there. And then we got another pull timer. We got to hit that timer. Bring that one up. I'm going to take care of these. Okay.
He's just like a real working man. Look at him go. He looks like he belongs there, not gonna lie.
Right there, right there.
He can never really do that. One, no salt or well done, and he's out. Oh yeah, I guarantee that like there's, like he's getting treated like a baby here. He's being handheld the entire time. I remember in one clip he asks like, they said they want extra salt, and he like asks how to add extra salt or some shit. It's pathetic. I should put my ballot in the mailbox. Very nice. Hopefully it was for Kamala Harris. Anyway. Back to our boy Trump here. So I just wanted to show you guys a little sample. I actually have a video request related to this. I forget who requested it, but it's in a Discord server. So if you would like to send your own requests for me to look at, feel free to leave those in the juice box in the Discord server. You can find the Discord server in the link in the description, or you can follow the QR code that Dubsy always leaves on the screen. Anyway, we've got this guy called the Body Language Guy. And there's not a whole lot in his about thing. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas, and I'm the Body Language Guy. I mix human behavior insights with a bit of humor talking about current news. And he decided to cover the Donald Trump working at McDonald's deal. And let's be clear, obviously this was just a publicity stunt. Like, I don't think that this is going to radically change anybody's opinion about Ronald McDonald Trump. I don't think it's going to change the outcome of the election substantially in any way. It's just a funny meme, a gag, a goof, whatever, right? But, Republicans are looking at this and being like, oh my God, like, this is incredible. Look, oh, it was Little Noob That Could who suggested this. Thank you. You always have the best suggestions. Thank you. Little Noob That, sorry, what was I? Cut that out, Dubsy. The Republicans are basically like cooming over this. They're like, oh my God, like he's working, he's doing the working thing. He's like a real working man. He's just like me, right? He's just like me for real, for real. So I'm going to move my video here, my chat, so we can see this guy. And we'll just see what he has to say about it. I'll hear him out.
So it's let's talk about Donald Trump going to McDonald's and
McDonald's.
preparing fries and serving fries. Like, I'm going to just search on X Trump McDonald's and see what comes up here. But I already know. I want to say a couple things about this because I think this is of course get back at Kamala or trying to troll Kamala. in the sense that Kamala said that she had worked at a McDonald's, and well, there is absolutely zero proof of that, and no way.
Did Kamala Harris say that she worked at McDonald's? Is that true? Because I hear them saying this, and I don't even know if that's factually accurate. No, McDonald's didn't confirm Trump's baseless claim about Kamala Harris. Can you go away, please? Let's see. In any other presidential campaign, one of the candidates mentioned of a summer job she held 40 years ago would probably just slip into the background chatter. Vice President Kamala Harris's mention of having worked at a California McDonald's in the summer of 1983 led directly to the unexpected sight of former President Donald Trump standing in the drive-thru window of a McDonald's restaurant in Pennsylvania pretending to fill orders for pretend customers. Oh yeah, it was all set up, by the way. Like, they vetted everybody. The line connecting those two things was Trump's decision that Harris's McDonald's story was a useful way to call her dishonest. Despite Trump's long track record of making obviously false claims, there's not much difference in how Americans perceive the honesty of the two candidates. By stating Harris had invented her service with the fast food chain, Trump can play the same game he played with Barack Obama in 2011. Elevate a murky biographical detail in an effort to hopefully make people wary of a black Democrat. That detail is in fact murky. Last month, in an effort to unearth evidence of Harris's employment, I tried to contact McDonald's and the owners of the franchise on the island of Alameda, where she worked. In 1983, it was the pre-digital era, and employment records were short-term workers were at franchised fast food chains from that period were almost certainly not considered essential documents to retain. I was able to find no evidence of her employment. Okay, so she stated that she worked at a McDonald's, like part-time, way long ago, and there's no evidence to substantiate that claim. Frankly, I don't give a fuck. Like, it doesn't really matter that much in terms of the grand scheme. But I'd be willing to accept that she like told a little white lie about it. I just don't care that much. I still think that she's far and away better than Donald Trump, who told way more lies, by the way. And way more egregious lies, I should say. So, I just don't care.
There's nowhere there's proof that she ever work at the McDonald's.
Who cares?
What she said in one of those interviews that she was the fries, the one who prepared the fries girl,
daily,
something
try
like
hourly,
that. Many people.
Trump lies hourly.
People who have actually worked at McDonald's. I haven't worked at a McDonald's. I have to take their word for it. Is that nobody is the fries guy or girl? It's that you do everything. I had friends that work at a McDonald's. I remember helping them get to their homes back then. This was like talking about like 20 years ago. And I remember that, yes, they did everything. We're talking about McDonald's in Venezuela. I think it's the same format in everywhere. So being the fries lady, I don't know. That sounds kind of sus.
Who cares?
Maybe you can confirm or not.
She could have just meant that more often than not she was working the fryer. Who cares?
It was
this
a bit
meaningless.
Made up. Where was it? Who do you have any pictures? Because it's like you would have any pictures for or some pictures.
Yeah, in the 1980s, yeah, she was pulling out her gigantic camera to like take a picture of herself at the McDonald's. Totally.
From any job you have done, that is normal. That is. It would be nice proof, right? But no, so Trump decided to take matters into his own hands, and he went to a McDonald's.
Oh yeah, something that he's probably not going to bring up in the video. Donald Trump was actually asked whether or not he would raise the minimum wage, and his response was like, not an answer. He's like, well, they work very hard here, and I have a lot of respect for them, but he never actually said, yeah, I'll raise the minimum wage. So there's that. I don't think he actually gives a shit about minimum wage workers.
And well, the whole shenanigans of it's not shenanigans, but getting dressed. Let me see if I can. If I have I don't have like this organized. This is just a search on X of getting into when McDonald's.
I have worked at a McD's, and you require a dedicated fry guy. Well, there you go.
McDonald's
during rushes, yeah, there
taking
you go.
his jacket out, putting an apron, and learning how to fry the fries, because well, it's like it would be the same for me. I don't know how it's.
Maybe this is me just not being able, like, just shitting on people's fun. I know this is fun and everything, but, like, I feel like he's just cosplaying a worker, you know? Like, it's gross because it's like, as people pointed out on Twitter, imagine doing this, 40 hours a week, 40 hours a day, 5 days a week. Or not 40 hours a day, sorry. 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. And that's if you're lucky. There are people who have to work like 60-hour weeks at McDonald's just to make ends meet. And, if you fuck up one time, you're fired. So with the amount of pressure and financial stress that the average McDonald's minimum wage employee is under to perform, he just doesn't get that in this little tiny window of time that he spent pouring fries into the fry container. Like, this is not impressive to me.
It's a process. The process is
wouldn't
quite
last half
simple.
a
The
shift.
fries is quite simple. You open the bag of frozen fries.
It's
you put them
simple,
in the
but somebody's
basket,
gotta do it.
Metal basket. You just lower.
Here's my thing. If you like having a fry guy put the fries in your basket and you not doing it yourself, frying the fries yourself and putting them into the container yourself to eat, then you better pay that guy well, because otherwise it's not worth it for them.
Pour the basket into the hot oil. You put a timer in it.
Also,
and when
he's really
timer
boring
is
so
up, you
far.
just
Not
raise
gonna
the
lie.
basket. It's like you dry. I don't know how it is the verb. You escurrir. That is the verb. It's like you get the excess oil out, and then salt them, and they're ready for the customers, baby. With that special handle that they have, that metal handle that put all the fries. It's quite easy. It doesn't have a much science to it. Of
Yeah,
course,
now imagine doing it over and
maybe
over
it's,
and over and over
it
again.
can be a stressing and demanding job because you have to do it so many times.
Exactly.
And so many things happening at once that you have to just follow the stuff. Not saying that it would be difficult for Trump, who is doing it once. But what's the deal with this? The deal with this is things like this, shared by Charlie Kirk. President Trump, now I have worked at McDonald's, and I have not worked for 15 minutes more than Kamala. She never worked here. This whole scene is masterful. I need to share something.
It's really not.
Something
Like,
that someone.
it's impressive to his own base of people who are voting for him anyway. That's all this is for. This isn't for, like, the centrists, the undecided voters. They're not going to give a shit about this. They really won't. Okay, there's maybe like one or two like undecided voters who see this and have like, and like they have so few brain cells that it actually sways their opinion, and they're like, oh my God, I saw Donald Trump put the fry in the container, and that actually changed my entire opinion about the election. Okay, there's maybe like two people in the entire country who actually have few enough brain cells that's how their brain works. Okay, but this is not swaying anybody.
Want to share on
This is not impressive.
this picture, and this for me, this will be the cover of Lana Del Rey's next album. Like this is as
Yeah, he's worked 15 minutes more than he ever
Americana
has before.
as it gets. This is I haven't seen a more American picture in some time.
This is your idea of America right here. This image, Donald Trump standing in the drive-thru of a fucking McDonald's. Your mental image of America is very bleak, my friend. You know what I think is American? Having a barbecue. Okay? Having a good-ass barbecue with your family and friends. Cold beer in your hand, spatula in the other, flipping some burgers, throw some cheese on it, okay? Some toasted buns, delicious, okay? Leaking a little grease. That's America. Not this shit. This is corporate dog shit. This is pandering, and you're gobbling it up.
Absolutely would be the cover. And, this is the kind of thing that you realize that Trump does not only to get back at Kamala and troll Kamala, because this is also like a business decision in terms of how to put this. It's free marketing. because this is going to be viral, and everybody of
I
course,
will
is
agree
talking
with
about
that.
this. This year,
I will agree that this went viral and it was keeping his face in the public eye. That much it did accomplish.
let's listen to this. If you can listen without all the volume, but we
Come
have the
on.
caption.
Are you telling me this is a pre-recorded, pre-edited video and you can't like fix the? I don't know. To me, it's just lazy.
As well.
I wouldn't mind this job. I like this job. I think I might
Blast your ears out on a pre-recorded video.
Look at that. Look at that. How are you?
Thank you, Mr. President. You made it possible for ordinary people like us to meet you.
You're not ordinary.
I mean, thank you
You
so much for
are not
everything you're
ordinary. I
doing.
can see.
We pray for you. And,
That felt
you are the
scripted.
type of person we want to be the president.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
So nice. Thank you very much. Yeah, I took a bullet.
Thank you for
That's
taking
fine.
the bullet.
When you
Okay.
think about it, I guess that's right.
Thank you.
Simps.
I could do this all day. I wouldn't.
It's so fun. It really fun. This was the clip I was looking for.
Let's see him
He
do
was
it all day
arriving,
then.
the
5 days a week.
McDonald, who was greeting everyone. I mean,
Let's see him do
that's what people are saying. How can you hate this man? It's something that so many people doesn't understand, that the persona.
Well, he is a racist. He is a rapist. He is, trying to take away trans and queer rights. He is tied to Project 2025. He did cause, the United States to pull out of the nuclear deal with Iran, which caused some havoc over there. He's called veterans. He's made fun of veterans. I can't remember exactly what he called them, but there is like records of him making fun of. Like, there are so many reasons to hate this man, no matter who you are, no matter where you come from. So many reasons, and not that none of that is to mention he's actually like fucking disgustingly rich. Like he has an entire gold tower called Trump Tower. So he called them losers. Yeah. Like there's so many reasons to hate him. Like, take your pick.
That people are hating online, that have Trump derangement syndrome 4. It was fabricated. Yes, he has flaws, as anybody can have.
Like being on
them.
Epstein's flight log. Normal flaws.
He's a felon, and but you know how those charge. You know that they
how
don't
those
have
charge.
much more to say about Trump besides that.
I just said a bunch of shit.
And yes, I have a lot to say about socialists like Canada, but I don't want this Sunday.
Yeah, the well-known socialist country, Canada. Yeah.
Sunday. It has been a fun week. We are going to start a new chapter this upcoming week with
he's
the
a bit of
live
a pedo,
streams,
you know how it
especially
is.
talking about the last days before the elections. And Charlie Kirk. This is Deep Blue Philadelphia. These people are gathered to catch a glimpse of Donald Trump trolling Kamala from inside McDonald's. This movement is unlike any other. Again,
It's really not. I don't feel the Trump train as much as I felt it in like 2016. I just don't feel it. Like, I feel some of it, but like even here in Ohio, where it's supposedly all red, and it's probably going to go red, let's make no mistake about it. But like, it's not nearly the degree of Trump fever like that I saw back in 2016. Read his channel banner. Body language guy. I can help you become manipulation proof. Interesting.
This is free.
Interesting, given that he is currently apparently, at least, being manipulated by Donald Trump.
Coverage, because it's been filmed with
and he's so
people's
boring.
phones.
I'm sorry, he's so boring.
Something that is not, it's not just MSNBC or CNN, or they are really, let's say, stiff video, well produced, well lit. No, it's guerrilla marketing at its finest. President Trump is a marketing
He is such a
genius who
Trump
turned Kamala
bootlicker, I
Harris'
get
lie
it.
about working at McDonald's into millions of dollars in free advertising. And you see that this is recorded by people on people's phones.
It's really not that impressive.
That's it. This is Trump learning how to prepare fries at McDonald's.
How long did they stay in Germany?
I just don't understand why they're so excited about watching the man make some fries. Like, okay, who cares? Who cares? I just don't get it.
Probably 3 minutes.
So you did the initial shake, you do a shake after that?
I'll show, no, not really a shake. So the cool timer's going off. We're gonna hit the timer. We're gonna lift them up, hang them onto there, and then we're just gonna drain them. So we're gonna hold it here for around 10 seconds. So we'll drain off of them. We'll do these ones too.
And I'm sure that he focused on the fries thing just because Kamala said, talk about the fries. The fries is tough. That was the most important part, the fries. So let's make the fries. And it's maybe the easiest thing to do. I'm just making an educated guess here. But again, he looked like he was...
Yeah, I'm making an educated guess here because I myself have never actually had to work at any kind of menial labor position.
doing all the jobs,
Guaranteed.
or at least the one who hands the meal to people.
Hey, let's say. You believe this? Look at this guy.
He strikes me as the kind of guy who's gonna bitch because his burger is not well done enough, you know, or like, or it's too well. Yeah, it's too well done. Like it needs to be pinker on the inside, and he's gonna not tip the waiter because the meat was too well done at the restaurant. That's the kind of guy he strikes me as.
He's
Just a
MAGA
complete
guy all the
dick.
way.
Okay, so for his first order, yup.
Well, that's a good-looking group. Hello, everybody.
This is a real thing that happens at
You
McDonald's.
say,
This
oh,
is
but they're
real.
photographers.
work
Of
that he's
course,
doing.
it is part. It's part of
How did you
it all.
produce those good-looking kids?
They're going to announce
He's actually
to
Kuming.
the press that they're going to do this, and at the same time, of course, they not only
Thank you.
will make sure that people record him with their phones, but they will also have the clean footage, and that is part of the thing. That is part of the strategy. Can't blame him. That's something that I would do.
Yeah, I thought that line was weird too. How did you make such good-looking kids? Yeah, I mean, it's like old person thing. I'm not gonna be a stickler about it, but yeah, I feel like that's kind of a weird thing to say. This is the kind of guy that retracts his high tip after his date leaves the restaurant. Nice.
That's something that I would have done. George, BIC tweets, Trump really turned...
Do you tip at McDonald's in the U.S.? Well, I was thinking in restaurants in general. Like the one of the things that you can do to judge a person's, like, it's a litmus test, right? One of the best litmus tests you can give as a person to see how good of a person they actually are is how do they How do they treat the wait staff at a restaurant? You know, like, are they being cordial? Are they like trying to help clean up a little bit? Are they, you know, are they tipping well? Stuff like that. And he just looks like he's the type of person who would treat the wait staff like shit. So, you know, that's how I judge people. That's my
that
litmus
Philadelphia McDonald's into a 5-star restaurant in under 30 minutes. It's now the most popular McDonald's in the country. Look at those crowds. Look at those crowds.
Imagine you're like on lunch break and you see this fucking crowd outside the McDonald's you always go to. I'd be pissed, man. I'd be like, God damn it. Why did Donald Trump have to come to this McDonald's of all fucking McDonald's? Now I have to go somewhere fucking else. Drive 2 miles down the road to Wendy's. Jesus Christ.
I mean, of course, this is something. It's not just like he's going to show up unannounced. That's not how
tipping
it
is an
works.
America
You have to
thing.
announce, oh, he's going to go to this McDonald's and he's going to be there serving the people. He's going to be.
Okay, I'm bored. I get it. I'm done with this. I don't think that it was a very impressive thing, as I've said like 3 times already. This isn't going to change anybody's mind. Donald Trump is not a working guy. He never was. He never will be. He will be the guy who had a silver spoon put in his mouth since he was a baby, got a small loan of $1 million from his daddy, right? And, you know, I'm pretty sure he had a business go bankrupt. Like, come on. Like, he's just not impressive. This doesn't impress me. Like, it's cute or whatever, but that's it. Like this guy is going into like this whole diatribe and bootlicking Donald Trump for working 15 minutes at a McDonald's deep fryer. Okay, like I said, try doing that 5 days a week, 40 hours a day. I keep doing that. 8 to 12 hours a day, 5 days a week. Okay, then I'll be impressed. The tip percent in US is about 15%. If you're being generous, 20%. I should wish there was a lead spoon. Okay. Should I watch this? Yeah, I probably should. Here it's 25%. Really? Where do you live? You made it further through the video than I could. It's so boring. How do people watch that? Like, it's not that hard to have a little Riz. Like, I feel like I'm low energy right now, and I'm still more entertaining than that guy could ever hope to be. I just can't stand shit like that. I've always heard 18%. Yeah, it was like 15%, and then it went up to 18%. I don't know. Between 15 is like the minimum. 15 is the minimum. If you're tipping 10%, you're being a piece of shit, basically. Now, if you want my honest opinion on it, every tip that you give is charity. Okay? You're not obligated to give tips. And if you're hard up for cash, I guess if you're hard up for cash, you shouldn't be going out to eat at a fucking restaurant, to be honest, right? Like, it's that's why I feel like it's a dick move to not tip your waiter, because it's like considered common like, it's just the culture in America. Tip your fucking waiter, especially if you're at a nice restaurant, okay? Like, you clearly have the money to pay for the food, just tip the waiter. It's not that hard, right? It's a little extra money, pick up a shift. I don't know, make it work. But to be fair, every tip is charity. That is money that you did not have to give them. You know? Like, I tip everybody, practically. Like, I tip my hairdresser, I tip the waiters. Those are the main people, really. But I tip them, you know? And I tip them 20% every time. But that is, I mean, I'm doing that out of the kindness of my heart. So, there's no obligation for me to do that. I just find tip culture to be abhorrent. People probably watch like 2 seconds and immediately agree. Yeah. He was just like glazing up Donald Trump. That's it. Okay, I think I'm going to take a brief break. Go to the bathroom real quick. Chill out for a second. And then I'll come back and we'll do... we have a Buck Angel video to look at, actually. We had somebody request that we go over Buck Angels, so I'll be doing that. So yeah, I will be right back. All right. Excuse me. I return. I'm back. Well, welcome back to me, I should say. You guys didn't necessarily go anywhere, so. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the thing going on with Frogan is. I heard that she said some cringe things, and then I heard Ethan Klein said some cringe things, and I just don't know, and I don't frankly care that much. It's not a big deal. I mean, okay, I don't want to say that. I should say, like, I'm focused on other stuff. So it's not a big deal to me, I guess. I've kind of separated myself from Hassan's community quite a bit. Hello, Axolotls with cream. It is okay that you're late. I forgive you. Seems to me both people be cringe. More YouTuber drama. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it might get me some clicks, but I figured out a pretty good formula for things that get me clicks, honestly. And it does not involve necessarily getting into drama. Although this Jordan Peterson one didn't generate a whole lot. What's funny is that, like, the things that generate me the most clicks are, like, when I go over trans stuff, furry stuff, or the like. And I can put, like, their face on the thumbnail with some white and yellow text. Put the drama in shorts. Too much work.
What up? It's Jack Squared, your least favorite trans autistic couple.
Dakota Live, welcome. I wonder why yellow text in particular. I just feel like, okay, yellow and white text seem to be the ones that people, like when you mix the two texts, like yellow and white together, and you have like a white word and a yellow word, for some reason that draws the eye. And that's not just me saying that. I know for a fact that there's some science to that. Like yellow is a caution color, yeah. Asmongold got a 14-day ban versus Frogan's 30-day ban, yet some people want to act like Twitch doesn't ban leftists. I did hear that included in Frogan's ban was some involvement from the IDF. Or not the IDF, the APAC. Which is crazy. So, nothing draws my eye but the One Ring, my precious. A neat little ring, I like it. I stim with it now. Same reason highlighter is yellow is standard. It's why in video games they use yellow for interactables a lot. Yeah, there's like a science to it. It draws the eye. A fidget wedding band. Also, congrats. Thank you. You can get spinny rings. That's pretty cool. I probably wouldn't get that for my fiance, but you know, I can see somebody doing that. That's fine. Oh, this is a Jazz Dog song. For some reason, I was like, is this from a Sonic game? That's because that's where most of my songs are from. Man, I'm tired. I didn't take any Adderall today because I'm trying this new medication and I'm trying to, like, not take Adderall at the same time. Because apparently one of the risks of taking this medication is going into mania. And, like, I'm not going to take uppers while taking a medication with one of the major risk factors being, one of the major risks being you go into mania. So I'm a little tired. I fidget with my wedding band all the time. This new transphobic bill. Escape from the city. I wish I could have that song. I can't. I tried it once. I tried having that song once, and they bopped me. They bopped me for it. Unbelievable. I had to get rid of another Sonic song. I had to get rid of, the Security Breach song from Rouge's level in Sonic Adventure 2. Big congrats, thank you. Thank you, we're very happy. Did you see my new merch? I got shirts and mugs. Really? That's pretty cool. I didn't see it. If you link it, I'll take a look. Oh, cool. From the Queen's throne room. Well, that's pretty cool. You mind if I show everybody? I mean, you linked it, so I'm going to assume it's fine that I show the class. The Queen's throne room. Group chat as well. Free connection. Are we still live? Apparently OBS Studio disconnected or something. I guess we're fine. But yeah, the Queen's throne room. Pretty cool. Very nice, I like it. I heard Creep Chud's getting mad over Rouge Butt because they went woke or some other BS. Isn't it usually your tits? Like, they gave her tits jiggle physics in Sonic Adventure 2 and there are people who never got over it. There are people whose lives that changed forever. Camera back, okay. I gotta get rid of some of this wedding beer, so... there's a bunch of beer and a bunch of wine that I cannot take back to the store, unfortunately. Severe lack of bulge jiggle physics. I agree, there need to be more dick and balls jiggling. Yeah. You're fun to listen to while grinding to 100% Skyrim. Holy shit, you're trying to 100% Skyrim? Hope you don't mind. Why the fuck would I care? I don't care. Well, you jamming out to other shit while you got me playing? Okay, I don't give a fuck. You do whatever you want. That's what I do all the time. I literally turn people on. Okay, so I am like the streamer who became a streamer because I watch other streamers non-stop. Like non-stop, all the time. I am like playing another streamer, or at least like a One Piece YouTube video or some shit, like in the background, pretty much at all times if I'm not doing like other things that require my auditory attention. So I am the guy who became a streamer because of other streamers. And other streamers are always here, they're like, well, I don't really watch other political content. I don't really watch other streamers. I don't really do, you know, I don't really engage with other people. And meanwhile, I'm like, okay, what's Vosh doing? What's Conyer been uploading? What's Shark00 been uploading? What's Necosaurus? A new one that I just found. What's his name? Oh, what's his name? Owen Wilson, I want to say. Or, no, not Owen Wilson. It's like, it's like Owen Unfiltered. Owen Unfiltered. I can't remember his full name, though. Owen Morgan. Thank you. Owen Morgan. Great guy. Love that guy. I just found him recently. So yeah, I'm like watching all these streams constantly. It's probably, like, I need to listen to more just music. I'm simultaneously watching Alec while trying to stream and play Signalis. Wait, you're watching me while you're trying to stream? I feel like you should probably be paying attention to what's going on in your stream. I don't try to watch Vosh while I'm sitting here. Unless you're just like streaming to Discord. I usually tune in and watch and have a game I can AFK in the background. Yeah, that's exactly what I do. Been watching some Riverboat Jack. Yeah, I should probably watch more of her stuff. I'll be honest, the reason that I don't is because I find this is such a stupid reason to not watch her. You should watch Jack, Riverboat Jack if you don't, okay? You should. Don't listen to me. I'm stupid. But like, her one clip where she's going, go woke, go broke over and over and over and over again for like 12 times, like, I don't know, for some reason that really like, it hits a nerve that I can't get over. It's really annoying to me. I know that sounds mean, but I can't help it. Maybe I'm a little autistic. Just watching Gunter stream as content while gaming. There you go. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Go ahead. Shark, Cirrus, Dead Domain, Secular Talk, and the Surfs. I've been getting a little bit more into the Surfs. I've been watching Jack a bit more, and the one time I tune in, there's a worm that eats people in her game. Nice. Dead Domain is good. I've watched them a couple times. Yes, like when the one guy kept saying Sky Daddy, Sky Daddy, Sky Daddy. Yeah, like that. Exactly. It's like repetition of a word or phrase over and over and over again. It's like it triggers something in my brain that I can't quite explain. And that's a really stupid reason to not watch her, and I should click on a video of her soon. Because it's not like that thing's going off all the time. I want a remix of Sky Daddy. Hey, I mean, we have, not in the chat right now, but we have a jazz dog. A jazz dog, one singular jazz dog. One open parentheses, one close parentheses, jazz dog. I think that go woke, go broke thing is a snippet from a DM video. Oh, okay. I was on a Dead Domain stream just piping in, and she said some stuff about Kamala is more than complacent and genocide, but I can't find a clip of it. Repetition of the word the. I watched a bit of River Jack's video on Anna Kasparian. Yeah, one entire jazz dog. Yeah, the Anna Kasparian thing is very tragic. I like Lance, but holy shit, every time I block someone on Blue Sky, he's the only person I follow who's following them already. Unfortunate. Is Kamala good? I don't know much about her. She's not great. I mean, she's not ideal, for sure. She's like your stock Democrat, okay? She's a piece of shit in a lot of ways. She sucks, okay? She's a liberal. She sucks, okay? She sucks. But she doesn't suck as bad as a fascist. She simply doesn't. So I will choose her. She's the least bad viable option. I learned a new term. Ecocide is a thing. Hey, there you go. Okay, we gotta at least get through one more video. Because I do, I don't know how soon I have to end, but I do have to end at some point here. Within probably the next hour to hour and a half. Because I have to speak with somebody who will be coming on stream soon. It's somebody that went through one of those troubled teen schools. I don't want to say too much, but because she'll be coming on and she'll explain all of it. But basically, it was living hell. So she came to me and I was like, yeah, that'd be a cool segment to do. So we're doing it. And I think I need somebody on that I'm not like actually yelling at the entire time. Oh yeah, I should also mention, before we get started with this next video, you guys remember Brad Palumbo? God, that's such a good song. Brad Palumbo. This guy. Remember him? So yeah, I'll be debating him. Coming up here. I had originally planned for November 1st. But I have to change it now to probably November 8th. Yes, I will be debating Brad Palumbo. Yeah. Yeah, Discount Robbie Rotten. That's going to be awesome. I do want to prepare for it. I feel like my debate chops have kind of slipped over the past couple of years, and I wanted to prepare for it properly. So, I'll just be doing a little bit of prep. Making sure I can, you know, sufficiently body him into oblivion. Greetings from a pansexual Polish immigrant. Hello, welcome. From Scotland. If you ever find Dragon's Milk, it's an amazing beer. I feel like I've tried that and I did not like it. But yeah, I'll be debating him. Just wanted to say that real quick. Where is he live on, huh? Do you mean, are you asking about the chat website? That would be alecgunter.com. I was keeping myself hostage? That sounds like executive dysfunction. Did you just describe executive dysfunction? Okay, we do have to get started with this video. Why does he look like he lacks polygons? Stop. You people are fucking awful. Fuck you. I would never say such a horrible thing. Never. How dare you? That was pretty good. Okay, I did answer your question. Excellent. Me and my mom love your videos. Hi, Darren Yeri's mom. And Darren Yeri, I guess, but mostly your mom. That's awesome. Dude, I have people's moms watching me. That's crazy. That's pretty wild. I never thought about people's moms watching me. He looks like someone poorly described what a Chad looks like. I do think he has a Giga Chad jawline, guys. He does. Okay, he beats me in the jawline department. I can't fight that. Okay? But I'm willing to cede that advantage to him because I will slaughter him rhetorically. As I just did, you know, messed up the word slaughter. He's giving Twink Chad a little bit. I don't know. I don't really give a fuck how he looks. He's a piece of shit. This is totally not Greycraft's personal account coming by to point out how much of a hottie this streamer is. Hello. Josh was also at my wedding. Greycraft. Sorry. This person was at my wedding. I didn't know. Sorry. If I can stop the stream right now if you didn't want your first name being out there, Greycraft. Seriously, I didn't mean to do that. I know some people are, you know, don't want that out there. I don't care. Okay, good. Oh, whew. Sorry. Brain dead move on my part. Mom's in your area, more likely than you think. Greycraft, I've heard of him. He's awesome. You guys should check him out. He's on Twitch. Greycraft. GreyeCraft. Okay, we got to do this video because I don't know when I'm going to have to end. So there's this fella known as Buck Angel. They call him Buck Angel. He is a, I don't know if he's still a porn artist. Not a porn artist, a porn actor. But I know that he was at one point. And he is also a trans man. And he is a bit of a grifter. He does a lot of anti-trans propaganda. And I was asked to cover him in a video. So that's what we're doing now. If you would like to ask me about people to cover or any specific videos you'd like me to cover, go to the Discord channel, or sorry, go to the Discord server and find the Juicebox channel and leave your suggestions there. You can find the Discord server in the QR code that Dubsy likes to leave on the screen, or you can find it in the link in the description below. Anyway, the video that we'll be going over today is, drumroll please, your least favorite trans autistic couple, the ultimate TikTok trans insanity. That's right, folks, another TikTok compilation. They love doing these. Oh, my camera's on the wrong side from the last video. Sorry, one sec. There we go. They love doing these TikTok compilation videos. It's one of their favorite things because TikTok bad, and which I personally don't even like TikTok, but this whole like TikTok bad thing, and people on TikTok bad, trans person on TikTok bad specifically, is just ridiculous. We can't see the camera box. Am I visible? Everything okay? It looks okay on my end. Anyone else having an issue? Looks good here. I can see the Alec. Okay, we will proceed. I don't know why that specifically is messing up for one of the chatters. I was scrolled down. Oh, come on. All right, start the video.
What up? It's Jack Squared, your least favorite trans autistic couple.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel.
Hi,
and
Buck.
today we're going to do a hilarious one on this autistic trans couple that I found on TikTok. These people are completely insane. They're totally doing it to make
Why the air quotes? I mean, if they're diagnosed autistic and both of them are trans, then yeah. Or at least one of them, right? I guess.
money, and they're totally acting like they're trans, and they're totally telling everybody else how to be trans. It's completely insane and disgusting, and I'm tired of it. And again, Trampaw's gonna call these people out because I've decided I'm a gatekeeper. So with that, thanks again for liking, subscribing, commenting,
Maybe don't be, though.
all the things you're doing to help this channel grow. I totally appreciate you all. So let's just get into this because I found some. I mean, let's just laugh because it's just insane. So let's start with this first one because it's going to set the tone of these two, okay? They need to set the tone. And I'm sure right off the bat, you're going to see what I'm talking about. So let's start with this one.
What up? It's Jack Squared, your least favorite trans autistic couple. In the last video, I said I was Jax 1 and they were Jax A. But a bunch of you wondered, well, how can you have the same names? First of all, we both have J dead names.
Okay, so I'm just setting the tone with
Well, I mean, you can have couples with the name that's the same. That's like Dave Rubin's, partner, who was also Dave Rubin. So, it can happen.
that. I'm not going to go on because this dude loves to talk. He's just a talker. So I want to set the tone because they always start their videos with, hey, it's Jax, whatever, your least favorite autistic trans couple or trans autistic couple. That's how they start all their videos. Your least favorite autistic trans couple. What? So that sets the tone right there.
It's clearly tongue-in-cheek.
They're identifying as autistic and trans right out the gate. Okay? Whatever. So now I want to go into this next one here. This is really important. So remember, trans autistic couple.
Pay attention. This is
so
important.
now I found this one.
Today's word of the day is true scum, which in my opinion is a psyop to cause more infighting within the trans community. If you
I'm just saying no one in the world would clock y'all as anything but a straight cis couple. Meanwhile, dolls get attacked and then called true scum when we acknowledge the difference. I mean, what the fuck is this? This is oppression Olympics. The whole point is inclusivity, okay? Just because you're less oppressed as a trans person because you pass better doesn't make you any less trans. That's stupid.
you don't know what true scum is, it's pretty much the same thing as trans medicalism, where people believe you're only trans if you have gone through medical transition. Pretty much every other trans person who might not have access to said procedures or medical intervention or even health insurance.
Agreed.
What we're not going to do is litmus test people within our own communities to prove to you, the harbinger of transness, that we are also trans as well. We're not applying for
Why would you litmus test it? Who gives a fuck? Yeah, let him be trans. It's fine.
disability here.
That's fine.
There's not certain criteria you have to meet to be trans. Even if you go, hey, I think I might be trans. Hey, you're trans. And if you as a trans person says, hey, no, you have to actually medically transition or even have dysphoria to be trans, you're doing it wrong. Now, if you're coming at me for my passing privilege,
I unironically agree with this
that
person.
is innately available to me as I'm passing, that's a whole different concept, honey, doll, baby girl. Don't give the patriarchy what it wants to try.
I'll be honest, I find them a little bit grating. Like, I don't like this whole honey doll baby girl talk thing. I don't dig that, but, you know, it is what it is. I still agree with them largely.
try to make yourself feel better. You know, we've all seen women try to put other women down to make themselves better off in the eyes of...
This guy is so insane. Everything he's saying is insane, actually. Number one, he's a biological male calling himself trans. And then where's the passing privilege, dude? You're a biological male acting like you're trans and on...
Okay, but like maybe they are. If they're a non-binary, then yeah, technically they qualify as trans, and who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Like I don't understand the problem. One's in the chat if you don't care. Two's in the chat if you do care. Give me some ones in the chat. I personally don't care. If you want to call yourself trans, even though you can technically pass it, which by the way, like the need to pass as a cis man, right, when you're actually non-binary, like, that's the same thing as, like, needing to pass as, like, a straight person when you're actually gay. It's the same concept, okay? And being forced into that position is a form of genocide. Like, that is, I mean, I'm not saying that entirely encompasses what a genocide is. That'd be silly, but that is one part of it. Being forced into a position where you have to hide your identity. Zvezda, you do care? I said twos if you do care, so if you want to fight about it, we can. I already don't like this ripoff Colonel Sanders. Oh my god, you people. If you make a comment, pause the video. It's so hard to pay attention when every other word... Well, I do that sometimes. Maybe later? Okay.
Autistic. And yes, number one, let me just remind all of you out there, after this whole Josh Cedar fiasco, this is why we have it. Because of people like this person right here.
What's so funny is they're like, oh my god, you're only saying you're trans for attention. And here you are providing them that attention. If it's really like about an attention thing, stop giving them attention.
Pretending they're trans,
I'm not,
and saying anyone can be trans.
I would have never heard of this person.
Josh totally proved
anybody
that these
can
people
be trans.
Right here are the ones who are creating the huge problem within this community. This dude saying anyone can be
What
trans.
problem?
You know, I'm considered true scum because, and well, if you don't think that's an insult, dude, okay, I have 32 years of experience in this situation of.
But like you are, right? Like a trans person. I'm not trans. I don't, you know, it's not my place, I guess. But like if a trans person, most trans people who encounter you, yes, they would use that term for you. Yes. True scum. It's being a trans medicalist. Yeah. Just own it. You are.
Transition. So no, everything you're saying is completely false. It's actually transphobic to call a person like me that name. Secondly, you do need a diagnosis of dysphoria to be trans, okay?
A trans person, no, you are the transphobic person, Buck Angel. Like, you can be a trans person who is transphobic, just like Buck Angel or Blair White or the annoying T-slur, whatever his name is. Like, these people are transphobic trans people. Okay, and it is not transphobic to point that out.
And why would you want to be trans? You don't want to be trans. You are trans because you have gender dysphoria. So,
not necessarily. Like, being trans isn't always that bad, you know? Like, what if you want to be a woman who also has a dick? You know? I'm sure there's some cis women like that. But there are plenty of trans women like that, like who are like, oh my god, thank god I was born with a dick, otherwise I'd be like dysphoric about that, you know? It's not like, I'm not saying that like that's always the case or is even most of the time the case, but yeah, there are people like, I don't know, it's just like, yeah, you can be trans if you want to, you know? Did what I just say make sense? I feel like I'm losing it a little bit. How is anyone ever supposed to know if they have gender dysphoria if they never question? I've seen one cis woman who wanted bottom surgery, so it's possible. Well, yeah, there you go. You're getting into dangerous territory? How? Wait, how? How? I need to know. I'm not trying to be like hateful or anything, but like if you're a trans woman and you're happy that you were born with a dick, then that's fine. There's nothing. This is why I'm a gender abolitionist. There's just like nothing. Gender's a fuck. It doesn't matter. What I say is I would have to buy toys because I'm a top, not that I would be dysphoric. Okay, fair enough. Potential fetishization. I'm not fetishizing. Come on. Have I even indicated at all that I am fetishizing anything? Come on now. I want to address these concerns as we go, but I'm just saying. He's just saying some people fall outside of the perceived gender roles. That's all I'm saying.
So that's this dude stepping into my place here as a transsexual and telling me that what I'm doing is wrong and that anyone can be trans and I have passing privilege and blah, blah, blah. He just watch all the words this guy uses. He's such a grifter. He's such a grifter and a scammer.
That's projection.
It's crazy. So then I found...
Nothing they said was wrong. Nothing they said was wrong at all.
This one actually creeped me out. So I want to also set the tone for you of what a creep this dude is. He gives me bad vibes. So check this out.
What up? It's Jack Squared, your least favorite trans autistic couple. A bunch of you have wondered why my partner doesn't communicate in our videos, and they have a few select words for you. Would you like to hear? Dictated but not read. Now y'all bear with me, I'm dyslexic as
Dyslexic.
A lot of
Oh, God forbid. Okay, a lot of people are dyslexic.
That's you, are acting like my partner, hey, that's me, is speaking for me when it's quite literally the opposite.
What was the other one? Dyslexic.
I have always wanted to make content like this, showing my perspective and advocating for others who are like me.
So now he's...
But I lack the words for it, literally. So my partner, speaking for me, is empowering to me, not oppressive. I feel...
So creepy, and...
sorry, I have to listen to
showing my perspective and advocating for others who are like me.
So now he's...
But I lack the words for it, literally. So my partner, speaking for me, is empowering to me, not oppressive. I feel...
So
I think that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with what just happened there. Like, one person was like, yeah, I'd rather not do the speaking. Can you do the speaking? Like, put this in a way that is easier for you to speak about, like put this into better words. And then if you review it as the person who's not speaking, and you're like, yes, I sign off on this, there's literally nothing wrong with that. I don't understand the problem here.
Creepy. In every single one of the videos.
How's it creepy?
She doesn't say a word. Nothing. Zero. And she looks like, I'm going to say something weird is going on that she doesn't speak. He looks like that kind of dude that's dominating her on some level and telling her not to speak.
You're accusing that person of being an abuser. You understand that that is like pretty serious allegations, right? Like, you're just saying that that person is abusing their partner. That's pretty fucked up. Like, come on. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he's playing this whole game here, okay? Because he's such a narcissist that he doesn't want her to speak. So he speaks for her.
They're literally sitting next to each other, and the other person is like, yes, I sign off on all of this. Everything he's saying, like, that person isn't saying any of that, right? But that is what is implied here by sitting there accepting what that other person is saying. It is a wild accusation to make. Yeah, the partner is nonverbal or doesn't feel like talking. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you're just assuming all this shit.
And pretends like she has some disorder.
You have no evidence.
That makes her not want to speak. It's creepy. The whole thing. And look, there he is again. The least favorite autistic trans couple. They look like clowns constantly. His beard is on. He's basically a failed rock star. And somebody had said that in one of my comments on something before.
There's only one clown here.
I'm using that because it's just such a great analogy of this dude right here. He's a failed rock star. So now he starts getting some hate and pushback from people. Check this out.
What is up, everybody? It's Jack Squared. This video is specifically for those of you who think we're faking shit or making up certain symptoms.
They don't even look that crazy. Like, okay, dyed beard, little crazy. But, like, the dyed hair here is what... They look fine. They look fine. They look cute. They're good. They're a great couple. Who cares? This also feels very ableist. Yeah, there's some ableism thrown in there. Like, if you really want to sit here and armchair psychology this, there's nothing about this person's body language that indicates that they're being abused. Nothing. 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 At all. Like, they look comfortable. They look secure. They look fine. And yeah, I'd hang out with them too. They look chill. Unlike Buck. Buck's the fuck.
By talking about these difficult subjects, we're offering visibility and representation. Ironic enough, people who also deal with similar things
I gotta go back.
For the clout of it. By talking about these difficult subjects, we're offering visibility and representation. Ironic enough, people who also deal with similar things on a daily basis have expressed their displeasure or flat out hate for the way we present ourselves as the faces for some of these subjects. By all means, if you disagree with something or want to express how adamant you are that we shouldn't be the ones talking about it, do so. Because normalizing having uncomfortable conversations that most people get hate for, especially us, is the first step to eliminating that hate.
They're not doing anything wrong. Nothing they've done is like even close in my brain. Like, okay, a little grating. I've mentioned a little grating, okay? But, like, they're not saying anything wrong. They're not doing anything wrong. Like, this is the most non-problem I've ever seen. It's like, who gives a shit? Why are you covering this, Buck Angel? Who cares? Jesus Christ.
This entire conversation is about finding community, and I'm so glad some of you have found community in hating us, while we build our own community of positivity and representation
what is this fake
for
laugh?
those who identify with us. You get to hate us all you want
so
and
forced.
build a community of hate.
That is actually a forced laugh. I'm willing to stand by that. I think that laugh was entirely forced.
That's your prerogative. All the while, we are going to build a community of people that are like us. That way, people like us don't.
What is wrong with what they're saying?
As we did before we found each other.
Oh my God, this dude is. He literally.
Oh my God, like, okay, their content is a little bit irritating, a little bit grating, maybe a little bit fart huffy, right? Like they huff their own farts. I can see that. Okay, I can see how you would find them annoying. But like, nothing they're doing is wrong. And they're building a fucking community of like, what's probably a very, nice group of people who just want to enjoy their content. I think that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. There's just nothing wrong with this that I can see. Yeah, Buck apparently doesn't like community. That's absolutely a fake laugh.
He studied the community speech. He says everything that all the activists say. He's literally not even speaking for himself. He's using the tropes and the dialogue.
Wow, I can't believe that this person... Wait. Hold on.
This dude saying anyone can be trans. I'm considered true scum.
Wait.
Josh totally proved that
shit, I went way back, sorry. We were about right there.
He's literally not even speaking for himself. He's using the tropes and the dialogue that GLAAD or all these organizations give you to say.
Guess what a key component of autism happens to be? Taking things that you have heard from like other media, perhaps a TV show or a movie, and inserting it into regular conversation because you feel that it is appropriate. That is a common symptom of autism. And you are describing it word for word while simultaneously accusing this person of faking their autism. You are a dipshit, Buck Angel. Truly just a phenomenally stupid person.
He's using all those points and all of those words because he's not thinking for himself and he doesn't like hate, okay? So this goes to show you he doesn't like pushback in any way. He's pretending like it's okay to have this dialogue. You don't want to have dialogue, dude, in any way, shape, or form. You're a total grifter. This one is really...
I would bet that person would have dialogue. Yeah, I believe they would do that. But like some people just aren't worth the time. Like why would they give you the time of day? They don't have to do that. They have their fun little community. They were just addressing some of the hatred.
Great.
Hey, real quick, the people who genuinely think we're faking our disabilities are one and the same with people who just
Damn right, now keep pointing out these weirdos every chance I get. These guys are what's wrong with this planet, thinking this is acceptable. It's gross and weird. I just don't see the problem.
genuinely hate people with disabilities. Hope this helps.
You see that? He doesn't like it when
That's
you push
fine.
back on.
Dyslexia is like a disability. Like, you don't have the same ability to read as other people. And it's an invisible disability on top of that. You guys know what an invisible disability is? It's pretty self-explanatory, but it's just, you know, for those who haven't figured it out, I guess, it's a disability that exists that you can't easily see or observe, I should say. You know, things like IBS or Crohn's or what's the one that cis women get a lot? I can't think of it. It's when you have really bad periods. I can't think of it. But, you know, debilitating things that you just don't see that are still themselves disabilities. Like, why can't I think of the word now? Dyslexia. Or ADHD. Sometimes your ADHD is really bad. Or bipolar. What's the chat below Alec? It is alecgunter.com/live. Exclamation site in the YouTube chat.
On him, that is a complete totally right there. You just proved it. Okay, they can't handle it. They can't handle when people are coming at them and saying you're not trans, you don't have disability, all
they
your
handled
disabilities,
it pretty well.
all these things that you have, and all of a sudden now you're representing the trans people, you're representing people with disabilities. What is going on with these people? This guy has an actual huge following on TikTok, and this is the problem I keep trying to show you. These people, this is an older man, okay, with some young girl who doesn't say anything. It is the creepiest thing I've...
Wait, they look approximately the same age. There's no major age gap here that I can... Not an obvious one. I guess it's possible that he's a little... That person is a little older, the male presenting person, but like, you know... You can't assume that. They're like basically painting this guy... He's like basically painting this person to be a predator. That's what he's doing. He's like making it out like this person who is just trying to make simple TikToks is like a fucking predator. That's disgusting.
I've ever seen, and pretending like he has disabilities and he's trans and putting young, vulnerable young people into a situation that they can be.
You are not the arbiter of who is trans or who is not, Buck Angel. I don't give a fuck that you are trans. Most trans people disagree with you, so shut the fuck up. Nobody cares.
Be trans if they want to be. This guy is... We should keep our eyes on this dude. Seriously. I don't trust this guy for anything. Okay, so watch this.
What is up, everybody? It's Jack Squared here, your most favorite trans autistic couple. Agoraphobia. We both have it to varying degrees, and how do we cope with it?
Now, yes, agoraphobia. Wait, let me write that down. That's the fourth one.
Which one's agoraphobia again? Hold on. Okay, agoraphobia is a type of anxiety disorder. It involves fearing and avoiding places or situations that might cause panic and feelings of being trapped, helpless, or embarrassed. You may fear an actual or upcoming situation. For example, you may fear using public transportation, being in open or enclosed spaces, standing in line, or being in a crowd. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I guess it's possible they have that. Yeah. I mean, that's probably on a sliding scale. They could be playing it up for clicks or whatever, but I just don't see anything that they're doing that's wrong. Who cares if they're doing that? They're bringing attention to it. Okay?
And how he has agora.
You're like so giddy to start writing down the shit that like makes their lives worse. Good job.
Phobia. And I think many of these things you can actually self-ID. He's self-IDing with all of this stuff. It's hilarious. Now there's 4 disabilities that this guy has.
Listen, I'm against self-diagnosis, but like in general, but like if you don't have a choice because the healthcare system in the United States is utterly and completely shot, all right, especially mental health care, yeah, sometimes you're going to self-diagnose and it can help. Okay? I don't get on people's ass for self-diagnosis because our healthcare system just sucks ass. If you can get diagnosed, go do it. But otherwise, like, yeah, I mean, that's all you can do. So, just throwing that out there.
It is actually hilarious. Okay, the last one I'm going to bring up here. I'm going to read this. It says, you literally don't
That's
act
it? That we were just commenting on the fact that they have agoraphobia? Okay, like, I guess that's a bad thing that they would say that for some reason.
Trans or be trans at all. You stay completely masculine and then cry straw man and transphobia. Okay, so here's his answer to this.
The only reason I can see getting upset at this person is if they literally go out in public and like get misgendered as a man, and then they throw like an actual aggressive fit. Because obviously this person presents masculine, is going to get he, him, and absurd. Okay? And I'm pretty sure that they know that. Buck trying to pedo jacket a random couple who are just chilling on TikTok is nasty work. It really is. It's disgusting. So I can see like getting upset at them for like fully expecting general broad society to properly gender them on the first appearance. Okay? But like, that's it. That's like the worst it gets. And even then it's like explainable. It's understandable that you'd get upset about that. But that's not what this person is doing. They're just like sitting here talking. They're just talking.
Hey, real quick, people like Fed Boy here, who is literally a federal agent trying to sow dismay within the trans community while acting like one, can hearken back to mid-2010s, back whenever the height of Facebook was happening, where people would go, as a black man.
Dude, you're so grating. Ew, he's not cute at all. I hate this.
I don't think Obama is actually very good. The trope has links to Reddit and 4chan posts where these tactics of infighting were actually made very popular. And again, where the trope as a black man was made and found great success on other social media profiles during the height of the George Floyd protests. So people would say, what? As a black man, I don't think George Floyd should have resisted.
The phenomenon that they're describing is not entirely out there. This could be what's happening. It could not be what's happening, but yeah, totally. Yeah. Anybody can just go online and say, yeah, I'm a trans person. Also, trans people are awful. Like, you can just do that. And people do that. So yeah, it's not like, it's not like that's impossible.
Is this making sense? So here, Fedboy goes, you don't even act trans. You're still masculine as a non-binary person. You have no intentions of transitioning, and you don't have to. You don't have to pass. You don't.
I forgot. Buck Angel doesn't believe in non-binary people, like my fucking wife. Thanks, Buck Angel.
To have any intention of transitioning or even dysphoria to be a trans person. Those who claim those things that you have to be or that you have to go through those things are.
You have to be literally mentally sick in order to be trans? That's disgusting. That's awful. You don't have to be sick in order to be trans. Sometimes you can just be trans and be happy with that. Buck Angel, honestly, I'm sorry. I'm gonna do a little bit of armchair diagnosis here. Buck Angel seems deeply insecure. I think he's insecure. I don't know his life, okay? Maybe that's like, maybe I'm delving a little bit into transphobia by saying that, but it does seem like Buck Angel has, I would say this for anybody, like regardless of whether or not they're trans. Buck Angel seems to have some insecurities about their gender that they have not resolved. That he's not resolved, sorry. I'm getting confused between these two people. Oh, you're trans, are you? Here, answer this 100 questionnaire if you dare. And, jump through all these hoops first. And then, only then, can you be truly trans. I think it's fine to say someone seems insecure. That's not diagnosing them. It's a little bit of armchair psychology, but yeah. I don't get why you would transition if you don't have dysphoria. Sometimes you just feel like being a girl or a boy or whatever. You don't have to necessarily have transphobia. You can just prefer one over the other, and that's fine. Yeah, it's a sliding scale.
Are what we call true scum. Transmedicalist. That's the word of the day. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
You see what I mean? So there he goes. Again, saying the same things. You don't have to pass. You don't have to be trans to be trans. Do you understand what the word transition means? Do you understand what the word gender dysphoria mean?
There was a day that Buck Angel woke up and was still identifying as a woman or a girl, perhaps. I don't know their life. I don't know his life. But there was a day that Buck Angel woke up as the opposite gender that he now identifies as and says, you know what? I think today is the day that I want to identify as a man or a boy or whatever age it happened, you know? And like there was a time when Buck Angel probably looked feminine. The point I'm trying to get at here is there was a time when Buck Angel probably looked more feminine than he currently does. And during that time, he was still a man. Okay? I know he wouldn't argue that. Okay? But he was. Okay? He was always a guy. You know? Unless he says otherwise, I guess, but like that's the way that I understand it. He did porn both pre and post transition. I'm a bit confused. What is non-binary? It means that you don't identify with either male or female. You just kind of fall somewhere in the middle or not at all. Transition isn't A to B. It's a spectrum of changing into your true identity. I agree. And this is why I'm a gender abolitionist, by the way. All this gatekeeping bullshit is just that. It's bullshit.
You are such a joker and you are such a grifter and a troll and disgusting.
This is all projection.
You are one of the major problems with this community. And again, Josh Cedar calling you out. There it is, right there. And you are destroying what all of us have built before you even existed, buddy. And everything is a federal.
Dude, it is not the fucking non-binies that are destroying everything that trans people have built. That's not non-binary people doing that. There is another group of people that is far more sinister right now in the United States doing that. They're called the Republicans. Okay, you should be directing this anger at fucking Republicans. At best, that couple is a little annoying. At best, I will accept that. Okay, I can accept that. They're a little annoying. They're a little grating. They're a little whatever. But they're not doing anything fucking wrong. Okay? They're just not. What is this whinging? What is this bullshit that you are giving me, Buck Angel? This is nothing. Okay? I don't believe that you actually care about like trans rights and people being able to access the care that they need. Or, trans children dying because they can't get that care. You know, that's really sad. It happens all the time. And these are real problems that we need to address for the trans community. But no, let's go attack the non-binary person on TikTok. That seems like a good use of my time. I'm Buck Angel. That seems like a good use of my time and my advocacy is to bash the non-binary person on TikTok. Right? Like that's where your head is. That's disgusting. And not even just bash him, by the way. Paint him as a fucking abuser. You did. You painted that person as an abuser. That's disgusting.
Like conspiracy act. You are a paranoid weirdo, okay? A dangerous person to this community. And I'm over
totally.
All of you.
They're
people,
the dangerous
okay?
person.
I'm gatekeeping. You're not trans. You're nothing. You don't have all these disabilities. You're not speaking for the disability people. Now you're speaking for black people? How embarrassing. When white guys do that, it's embarrassing. Sit down, buddy. So with that, thanks so much for liking and subscribing, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.
What a rancid individual. I forgot that Buck Angel existed until somebody recommended that I go over one of his videos. Not a great decision. Hey guys, Buck Angel here. Today I will be hating a couple because I am the real victim. Conservative politicians and pundits don't even see Buck Angel as a man. Have them watch Buck Angel walk into a woman's restroom and see if they still think that. I hate you. Anyways, thanks for liking and subscribing. My family's conservative. I told my bro, dad, BF, and no more. Well, it's good that you have at least a couple of family members that you can rely on. I'm not reacting to more bad empanada. I'm not doing it. Sorry. I've heard bad empanada as a doxer, and I'm not fucking with a doxer. I'm not doing it. He's mentally deteriorating. All the more reason to just let him be. What even really is Buck's problem with them? He just is like, he gets jealous. That's what it is. He gets jealous, okay? Like, he wants all of the glory of being trans, is what it seems like. Like I'm the one that went through this, and I went through that, and I did this, and I had to do that, and I had to do this thing, and they just get to what? Identify as trans because what? They feel like it? Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. And if you think otherwise, then you're probably just a transmet. Yeah, he's a reactionary. He makes a lot of money doing this grift, and also he is deeply insecure, probably. I love trolling his channel. I would not, I personally would not interact if that, but that's just me. Being trans doesn't mean you're left wing. He's just a reactionary. Yeah, true. Yeah, it was hard for me, so it should be hard for you. Same energy as the people who want to fucking force college students to pay back the rest of their loans because they paid them all off themselves. I suffered, so you must as well. Anyway, I'm going to take another short break. I have not heard back from the person I'm supposed to be talking to, so I am going to keep going for a little bit. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Lights. That's good. I don't know if that changed anything at all. I know the backlights changed, but like the front lights, I was kind of messing with it. I'm like, huh. True Lab with spooky music. These days, anyone who is not voting or voting green is labeled tanky. I mean, that is mostly the people who are not doing it. So. Have you ever seen an extra large bully cat? I don't know. Hey Lois, I'm gaming on my phone. Well, what do I do now? Everyone doing good? Yes. Did I tell you guys I got married? That's crazy. I got a wife now. I'm a wife guy. Play Core Keeper. Now I want to react to another video. Happy marriage, thank you. We are happy. See, this is what I'm talking about earlier. The Sonic songs pick up the pace. It's like, so it feels like you gotta run. It's great. As opposed to like the Tails songs in the same game. When is McDonald's food review? Is that something people want? For me to review Mickey D's? Their various foodstuffs? There's soap in my eyes? Well, you must be very good at typing then. Because you can't see. Then you go, hey guys, I got married. Anyway, let's go into another video. True. I mean, I mentioned earlier that I got married too, so. My 18th anniversary was the day after Hurricane Helene came through. Wife and I spent it in the car listening to YouTube music. Well, I'm glad you guys are alright. Assuming you were in the path of the hurricane. I assume that's what you meant. I love the pile of gifts. Yeah, I forgot to address the pile of gifts in the background. I had to Tetris them. So they're nice and stacked up now, instead of strewn about the room. We have a lot to go through. Very lovely people giving us lovely gifts. There's far too many, and I'm gonna have to figure out what to do about that, because I do not have enough room in my house for all of it. The real knowers are, in fact, on Discord. Getting past an infection? Sorry to hear that. Gunter Grabs giveaway? I never signed off on a giveaway. The old ball and chain. That's right, the old arrow in the knee. The old pain in the neck. Boomer. Alright, well, I guess I'll do another video.
Pride Month is almost over.
Nope.
Pride Month.
There we go. I reposted your tweet on Facebook and someone was like, I don't like how he said ball and chain. I guess if you don't know me, I kind of look like the guy who would say that unironically. So maybe it was a poor choice of words. I was just kidding though. I was just joshing. Almost over. It does in fact have to almost be over because there's somebody I'm supposed to talk to tonight. There's a God's Not Dead 5. I did know that, yeah. Do we need to email to set up a conversation? You can email, which you can find in the YouTube, my YouTube description, like in the bio thing. Or you can join my Discord server and message me there. Out of curiosity, what were you hoping to converse about? Because I mayhaps have a little time right now. Depending on what it is you want to talk about. Because if I have to prep for it, then no, I don't have time right now. Yeah, there were a lot of God's Not Dead movies. We just recently watched one. We watched the third one first because I didn't realize that it was the third one. And I should have realized that because I remembered that the first one was the one about the college professor who was an atheist. And it was so stupid. so fucking stupid. You want spoilers? This is your spoiler warning for God's Not Dead 1. You've been warned. You have 5 seconds. I'll give you 5 seconds to mute. For God's Not Dead 1 spoilers. Okay, here it comes. The atheist professor fucking dies at the end. He fucking dies at the end. He gets hit by a car, and like the pastor that you've been following the entire time comes up to him, and he's like, do you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior? And then the guy's like, yes, as like his lungs are filling with fucking blood and he's dying. And they don't perform CPR on him, which is insane. Get smited, noob. God indeed. So yeah, that's how that went. I've been wanting to talk about content creators and the newly rise of parasocial relationships and how it feels like a lot of creators are abusing it in order to disregard fans as people. I mean, we could possibly talk about that. Yeah, email me the details or Discord message me the details and we can try to set something up. If it's a compelling enough conversation, then perhaps. CPR isn't needed if there's a God. Well, it shouldn't be needed. Is the next film the college professor being resurrected by a necromancer? I wish. That'd be dope. That'd be sick AF. Okay, the person that I am talking to tonight did get back to me. They just got home, and I will have to get off of here soon. So I don't know if I have enough time to do an entire new video. So... Oh, wait, did Troublemaker want to come on stream? Hold up. I thought we were speaking off stream. Sorry, guys. Give me just a second. Here, I'm just going to go on break for a second. Be right back. Okay, chat. There's been a slight change in plans. I thought that this person was coming on to speak about her experiences in troubled teen schools, and that was the case until she decided she actually wanted to discuss something going on more recently in Florida. So I have allotted this time slot for her, and I'm going to pull her on. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I just came in the door from
Oh, okay.
Doctor's Moon. That went reasonably well. So still trying to acclimate, get my heart rate down. Kind of thing.
Take your
I'm an
time.
old lady now. Yeah. Just doing my breathing exercise.
Beautiful, beautiful. Do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience and just talk about a little bit about why you're here today?
Hi. I'm here because I know stuff.
Hey, there you go. Great reason to be here.
Yes. And I put some of that in the Discord, because it was something that was relevant that I was working on over the weekend and became actually, especially as I saw the headline of it's the First Amendment, stupid. That kind of changed the trajectory of where my focus was for a little bit. So yeah, that's why I have kind of all this other stuff. So I don't know what you guys may have discussed or you may have covered already. But I wanted to at least, at the very least, like provide some of the absurdity that's involved because it is Florida men.
Florida man. We love Florida man.
Yeah. And the particular subspecies of Florida man that is the type that is basically trailer trash that has money somehow, but they don't know their trailer trash.
Interesting. I guess I don't know this concept because I always figured that trailer
I just
trash.
made it up.
Okay, you made it up. Got it.
This is
okay.
this is my own system. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, got it. Okay. So, do you want me to pull up? I know that you're referring to the things that you linked me in our DMs, right?
Yeah. So currently, in Florida, and I'll brief this a little bit. But currently in Florida, there's additional things that are being voted on, and strangely enough, there's Amendment 3 and Amendment 4. And Amendment 3 regards being able to just smoke pot now in Florida. It doesn't have to be medical marijuana, but
awesome.
no to that because it's smelly. That's
really
part of it. Yeah, there's a bit less than I know about that than the other one. Mostly I focused on the other issue, which is the one that's kind of the bigger deal, especially because of the fact that basically the DeSantis administration essentially tried to censor those that were, behind Amendment 4.
Yeah, I read a little bit about that. Do you want to go into a little bit more detail?
Sure. So the group that was behind it, that kind of pulled together everything, is called Floridians Protecting Freedom. And they had produced an ad, and basically a bunch of TV stations were sent these kind of like a cease and desist, being like, you can't view that, you can't air that anymore. And that's like, really, like, come on. And that got called out. So in the order that I kind of put things together, trying to kind of put together a cohesive story as I found a bunch of stuff together, here's what was striking about it. And this is the kind of stuff that I notice when I do research. So by the way, hi audience. I have to, in order to focus, I can't really like pay attention too much to it, but I'll try to say hi.
You're fine. No worries at all.
Word. So what I noticed, like, who was a key figure behind this, because there's always like a group. It's not just Ron DeSantis himself. I mean, he can't pull this off all by himself. Like no, that's not how that works. But I noticed
not quite competent
that,
enough.
Oh, absolutely not. I saw the people that were kind of tied to it, and then especially whenever I saw the letter, which is the letter that was basically from the guy that was like, "Yo, I have a conscience. I can't do this. Like,
Right.
I know this is wrong, and I can't sleep at night, but y'all can. So peace." That was sent out on the 10th of October. And actually, the Florida Department of Health website was updated on the 14th, where they have a now acting as interim general counseling, which is what the person was before, which is a different individual.
Yes.
And also a lot of empty places on the website. But
Interesting.
here's what gets crazy. The Attorney General for the state of Florida. That's why. So,
okay.
Let me make sure that I can see kind of what you're looking at, and
yeah, if you want, I can actually stream in the Discord so you can see it there, and we can do it live together.
Yeah. If you want to bring up the thread, and then we can kind of go through it, and then you can see the nuttiness. It's
So this is what I have pulled up now.
Thumbnail where it says jaw dropping, and you would only need to see like the first bit of that, and that will. I think that's a good opener.
Thumbnail where it says jaw dropping.
Yeah, just start playing that until like just the part where it's clearly of him, and it's of him. I believe. Of him, I believe, on
the mainstream
room,
media.
Steve Bannon's broadcast, because he's credible. Only available on Rumble, the most credible people.
Of course, we love Rumble. I'm completely blanking on who Steve Bannon is, honestly.
He'll identify himself as he talks.
Gotcha.
Bit,
okay.
But I'll give you some background info after this.
Sure, I'll go ahead and play this.
Immediately, the mediates the world, the media matters. It's all of a sudden, we're conspiracy theory guys, we're kooks that we're talking about,
And just let me know if you'd like me to pause.
Keeping people away from this tremendous vaccine that saves so many lives.
A few moments later.
I'm not saying, frankly, I think it probably does have some integration at some levels with the human genome, because these vaccines are honestly.
No, it does not impact the human genome at all. That's not what it does.
They're the antichrist of all products. So I think it probably does. But I'm not saying it does. I'm saying that they themselves have said you should test for it. And it hasn't happened. And they've provided no proof that it's happened. And that's so wrong. It's just complete disrespect to the human genome and the importance of protecting it and preserving it. And that is our connection to God.
Wait, what? Oh my God.
You're delayed, so I'm kind of waiting to see what it was that you said that.
Oh, gotcha. He's talking about like the genome is our connection to God or some shit. Like it's
he's dead serious.
Profoundly stupid.
It doesn't stop there, by the way. So yeah, I'm basically, so one of the things that he tried to do to kind of summarize it a little bit is that first off, he's a vehement anti-vaxxer, because clearly
I can see that.
And
quite clear.
Yeah, he's the Surgeon General for the state of Florida. So when you put that, I actually saw something in the chat. So when you put that into context of the person who's making decisions regarding people's health, it's this guy.
Great. Love that. I love that for us.
It doesn't seem surprising.
Yeah.
But then it's like, how the fuck did he get there? Like, how did how did this happen? Like,
Mhm.
why are we here? And then that's where some of the other stuff. But basically, there's a local newspaper called the Independent Florida Alligator.
Mhm.
And what happened was DeSantis appointed him attorney general and also brought him in and made him a professor at the University of Florida College of Medicine.
Huh.
He just
Interesting.
dropped him in there.
As you do, as one does.
As clearly, like every governor does, they just drop in who they want into their learning institutions.
Beautiful.
That's
We love
normal.
that. We love that for our learning institutions.
Shortly thereafter, there was a complaint
I can't imagine why.
from the University of Florida College of Medicine faculty. Essentially being like, this dude is nuts. Why is he here? And why is he publishing papers that aren't peer reviewed, aren't searched, aren't real?
Wow.
Like, why is this a thing? And it gets in a study called the effects of gender affirming care on depression and suicidality in transgender and gender non-conforming youth, a systematic review. That was in 2022, School Nurse State University. Part of that, because I remember there's a certain way that I find things, and otherwise would be random pull up. But
do you mind getting just a touch closer to your mic? I think you're starting to.
Oh, sorry.
There we go.
Right
no,
here.
You're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
It says, uninformed by these guidelines, legislative trends have continued to push against gender-affirming care. Many states have introduced bills limiting puberty blockers and gender-affirming hormones, including Arkansas, Alabama. In addition to limiting the pharmacological transition, multiple states have introduced bills limiting social transition. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and Florida Surgeon General Joseph Ladapo issued guidance to the Florida Board of Medicine to prevent gender-affirming care, including even social transition. As the 2018 so-called bathroom bills requiring individuals to use bathrooms which align with their sex assigned at birth have been introduced into 1960. Basically, he came in, told people to not get the vaccine, told people basically also was behind anti-trans laws. I can't connect him with some of the well, it would make sense to with the role in education, but clearly, but less so in like primary schools. But yeah, there's some stuff from the FDA. There's this other report. Oh, he falsified data.
Oh,
and
great.
They caught him. Yeah. He here's the thing that cracks me up. So I did get a resource that was basically news out of China. And of course, with that, I'm just like, should I use this? But sometimes China's right.
Okay.
On some things. And when they are, it's like, yo, China just said that's fucked up. So
right. Yeah. If they're saying it, it's like they're not the most accommodating society, to my understanding, when it comes to like queer people. So.
Yeah. Oh, this was concerning the fact that there is a measles outbreak.
Oh.
Yeah, because we have an anti-vaxxer as the state surgeon general.
Huh.
Because, measles never killed anyone.
Great.
Like, what? So that's basically kind of what I wanted to, because I was focusing on all this and wanted to be able to share it. Yep. And see if people were kind of interested in this, and also if they had any questions about it, because this is a big deal for things right now. It's affecting a lot of
Absolutely.
people, and the thing that people don't realize, and this is why it's so important for there to be an understanding that authority, like it, authority figure doesn't necessarily mean somebody that's an expert. Those two are not similar at all.
Yeah, unfortunately, they get conflated a lot, but I agree.
Yeah. So because there's just a person that runs something doesn't mean that they're the be all end all answer. The responsible thing that they're supposed to do is have, consultants, and have consultants that are from a, you know, not just one person. They need to have people that are challenging these ideas, that are, able to find if there's an error, that they find it. And as scientists, they're supposed to embrace that. Like you're supposed to be identifying that kind of thing. And there's a concept also called black box thinking that facilitates a lot of that as well, so that there's not like this kind of blame thing, and it's important to call out when there's errors. But that's absolutely not what's occurring here. And the thing is, the impact that it has is on more than just, women's reproductive rights, and also trans healthcare, and gender affirming care, because of the utilization of hormones. And I actually, you would be able to help explain this as well, probably.
Yeah.
But the role that hormones play is much more complex than people realize, especially with the way that it's brought up. Insofar as the fact that, it regulates certain processes of the body. It regulates your, it helps with your blood pressure, with your ability to metabolize things, body temperature, all that kind of stuff. It's way more complex. And that's basically the limbic system itself. But then when you get down to it, and you got the pituitary gland, and that's just kind of the motherboard of everything. But it's all interconnected. And so when you think more about it, hormones play a huge role in things like diabetes, because that's an endocrine gland.
Yeah.
And then for people, like, to also understand the pill that is what's referred to as the abortion pill, that comes in two different parts, like, essentially. And the first one is basically a progesterone antagonist.
Right.
That alone by itself is utilized in certain instances of neuroendocrine caused hyperglycemia.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially if there's no other viable treatment at the time. And it can be life-saving.
Interesting.
So if that's compromised, like accessing that medication, that affects way more people than you realize, like than many realize.
Yeah, because if there's you said it was a progesterone, right?
Progesterone antagonist.
Antagonist, got it. Yeah, because if there's somebody, so if they're progesterone antagonists, and you're trying, that would mean that goes to, sorry, I don't know a ton about this. So progesterone antagonists in trans affirming care would go to trans men, correct? Because you want to make sure that progesterone doesn't get out to the body.
It would be a blocker,
right?
Probably, yeah.
Right. Yeah. So if you block trans men from being able to get that, what you're also doing is blocking people with, you said diabetes, right?
Well,
from being able to
not
get it.
specifically diabetes, but it's neuroendocrine induced type hyperglycemia.
Hyperglycemia. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So you'd also be blocking those people from being able to get it, and that's ridiculous if they need it,
Yeah. Especially because the first course of treatment for most of those conditions is usually surgery, because it's affected by functional, basically benign tumors, that are really, really small. But if you're unable to actually operate, or if there's other complications and you still need to mitigate a lot of the really life-threatening symptoms, you use particular hormones. Like that's just how it works.
Yep.
And yeah.
Another thing, if I can add on to that, is what people don't realize is when it comes to trans-affirming surgeries, when it comes to for the breast tissue, it's actually a lot more common for boys to get breast reduction, like cis boys to get breast reduction, than it is for trans boys, because gynecomastia, exactly. And you're taking that away from them. Like everybody thinks that one's fine for some reason, but as soon as a trans boy gets involved, it's like you're like, no, that's a big no for some reason. So, just to also add to that, like you are impacting cis people as well.
Yeah, that's kind of part of the point that I'm trying to kind of make with some of my arguments, especially with all of this, and also bring kind of more of an understanding of just the endocrine system in general, because clearly the Florida administration doesn't know what the hell that is.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not like an expert on the endocrine system or anything. I loosely remember some things that I learned about it in nursing school, but it's been a while since I've had to deal with it in my actual practice, so I'm a little bit shaky on it. So you'll have to forgive me.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I do this weird thing where I literally watch like lectures on neuro-related stuff because I want to know how the brain works, because something's
That's
wrong.
awesome. No, that's awesome. No, something's wrong with everybody else if they don't want to do that.
There's and it's just because his material is wonderful. There's a guy called Robert Sapolsky who wrote a book called Zebras Don't Get Ulcers, and it's all about the impact of long-term exposure to stress. That basically, because zebras don't get ulcers, is because the way that they experience stress is very short-term. Because it's just oh shit, the lion's chasing me, I'm gonna die. Like, oh, the lion's gone. You know what I mean? Where it's like, oh shit, I have a mortgage.
I completely was zoned out for just a second while you were saying that. Can you start from the beginning of that sentence?
Oh no. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. So basically, so zebras don't get ulcers because
yes, I heard that part.
Right, because their exposure to the stress response is, while it's acute, it is brief. So there's not a whole lot of physiological impact or changes. Whereas human beings have more of a chronic, like a long-term exposure. So the impact of the chance of physiological changes is greater, because it's not like, oh shit, a lion, oh, it's gone. It's more like, oh shit, a mortgage, and it's still there. Like, so that's the dip. Yeah.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
And
yeah, it's
there's
just like a continuing stressor,
which can wind up basically causing brain damage. Essentially, I mean, depression shrinks the hippocampus. The PTSD enlarges the amygdala. These are all things that you can see on a brain scan, like on an MRI or a CAT scan. Yeah. There are also things you can see in regards to people that are trans. There are neuroendocrinological differences that are visible on a brain scan.
Yeah, absolutely. I've seen studies about that. It's really interesting.
Yeah, this is stuff I read in my free time for some reason.
Good for you. I mean, I just listen to, various political streamers in my free time, so you're probably getting a lot more information than I am.
Yeah, that was the other thing that people were that I had talked to, that they were kind of excited about, because I've never been able to have a debate with anybody, because then I will show my hand and then I'll be like, okay, so here's how I've prepared, and this is the things I'm going to be like citing as my sources, and then they'll see it and they're like, yeah, maybe this is a bad idea.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, listen, like, that's a valid strategy. you know?
That should be most people's strategy.
It is not mine, I will admit.
We need to fix that.
I tend to go into debates with, you know, an idea of the things that I want to say and not the most information. It is something that I'd like to fix, especially with my upcoming debate with Brad Palumbo.
All right. Tell you what. This is what we're gonna do.
Sure.
In front of everybody.
Okay.
I'm gonna teach you wax on, wax off.
Okay. I'm ready.
I'm gonna work with not here.
Not here? Oh, I thought we were doing it in front of everybody.
Grasshopper, not here.
Okay. I thought we were doing it now. I thought this was like a debate strategy you were going to show me.
No. I was just telling people that they're going so that they keep you to like, you know,
you're just doing a figure of speech. Sorry. I thought you were like about to tell me the wax on, wax off, like ultimate debate strategy. Follow these 10 steps and you will win every debate. Yeah.
No. We're not going to share that with everybody else.
Yeah. No. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. I do have to do some prep and sparring for sure. So yeah, I think that'll benefit me, especially because Brad Palumbo is, you know, a guy who does know how to carry himself. So
yeah, I'll help you train on that. But you gotta stick to it.
Okay, I will do my best.
Okay. So yeah, the other thing that I had originally contacted you for, I do still want to like discuss eventually, but because of the sensitivity of the time of this particular thing, the fact that I spent basically a weekend like on top of it because there were people that were contacting me that were canvassing, it kind of took up my brain.
Okay, I mean that's totally fine. I thought this was great. I didn't know that this was going on. I'm sure people in my audience didn't know this was going on, and they're very happy to know that it is going on. So
probably not happy about it, but happy to be aware and get good information.
Right. Happy to, like, rather they'd know that it is going on than not, you know, that's what I meant.
Yeah. And I'll continue posting some sources in the same like thread that I created. This is also stuff that I'm going to be using as a part of something larger that I'm working on with some people, which I'll lead with. What I do is, as far as like my thing or my like profession, that even though I don't work a job, whatever, is I'm an OSINT analyst, which is open source intelligence. Basically, if it's something that I can access this within public domain that doesn't require breaking the law, hacking, or getting a subpoena, it's fair game. I can get it.
Wow.
That also includes things that may not necessarily present at face value. For example, in images, it counts the meta and XF data as well as being able to geolocate based on a picture. So
that's a little scary.
I mean, it's really useful whenever you're working on missing persons cases.
I can see that.
Yeah. But otherwise, it's something that used by the wrong kind of person is really dangerous. So
I can also see that.
Yeah. So that's something that there's a lot of like protocols and best practices that have to be kind of followed if you're going to be taken seriously in doing that. So I've made sure to kind of associate myself with very credible people and organizations. And we can get into that next time. Because,
absolutely.
Let's just say that literally Elon Musk called me part of a psyop.
Really?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Not my name, but like who I was like, collaborating with. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, still impressive. That's a fun link to have.
It is. I will put it on the resume that I probably won't ever make.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, excellent. So a troublemaker. That's what you prefer to go by, right? A troublemaker.
You can call me Troubled. You can call me Allison. That's also my name. Or I can be Mr. Miyagi.
Mr. Miyagi it is, because we got to train, right?
You got to train.
Is there anything else that you'd like to talk about?
Not for now. I see my puppy. He's looking really cute, and I gotta go pet him.
Oh, I know that feeling. I'm looking at my cat right now. She's really cute as well, but she'd probably get upset if I woke her up.
Okay. Yeah, I don't feel that way about cats. They're not as needy.
That's totally fair. I can see that. Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for coming on today. It was lovely, and thank you for informing us about what's going on in Florida. It's not great, but I'm glad that we know about it at least.
Yeah, I will keep you guys posted.
All right, sounds great. You take care.
All right, will do.
Later. Well, that was lovely. Not exactly what I expected, but lovely nonetheless. I feel like I hope I was reacting enough during that. Like, I just was kind of letting her roll. But I feel like I didn't add a whole lot of commentary. I just mostly let her run the show, which is fine. It seemed like she was good with that, but, you know. Anyway, I'm starting to get a little tired and a little hungry. So I think I'm going to drop you guys off. I'm going to dump you. Where are we dumping you? Thank you guys for being here.
I haven't eaten.
Loud. Why is there a Sonic persona on my screen? Techie cutie. I mean, it is a cute Sona, I guess. It's alright. Now you guys know who I follow. Not that I'm ever on Twitch anymore. Do I have Seductive Seaweed in my list already? We could raid into Seductive Seaweed. Let me see. Yes, I do. Excellent. I will type it into YouTube chat. Seductive Seaweed's an old friend. Good Bean. Believe non-binary. So I almost said she, but I believe it's they, them. Good Bean. So get on over there. And I'll be hosting it on the website, so you can type !site in the YouTube chat if you would like to see it on the website instead. All right, I'm hosting now. Thank you guys so much for being here. It's her birthday stream. Oh, it is she, her. Sorry, I messed that up. It is she, her. Birthday stream. Excellent. Well, everybody go say happy birthday to Seductive Seaweed. You're now obligated. Thank you guys so much for being here. Love you all. I hope you all have a fantastic night. Oh, she, they. Perfect. I was correct then, sort of. Anyway, have a great night. And I'll see you later.